Zach Reynolds here alongside Max Golod. You're an Anaheim Ducks contracted player. What is it that they can expect from your style of play and your game, and what is it that you really try and do when you go out there on the ice?
I would say I'm definitely more of an offensive player. I take pride in the defensive zone, but definitely enjoy playing on the offensive side, letting my skill do the work and being creative with the puck.
And, we mentioned earlier, you're a Ducks contracted player. I mean, making it to getting an NHL contract, the highest level of the game that you can get to. And when you first started playing hockey, was that the ultimate goal? Or when you were a kid, were you just having fun and it just kind of presented itself to you as you worked your way further down or up the ladder?
Honestly, I was just having fun. I was kind of a late bloomer, never been the best on my team or anything like that. There were always kids better than me, but I loved it, and I just stuck with it, and it worked out.
What is it that got you playing hockey? Was it somebody in your family? Was it a friend?
Neither of my parents played hockey. My brother played hockey, but at a pretty low level. But we would just mess around in the basement with mini sticks, and he would put me in the goal and just take slap shots at me, and that's kind of what got me into it.
And we've mentioned you're from Toronto, but I was talking to Coach a little bit. Your parents both immigrated to Canada, and you were born there, correct?
Yeah, I'm first generation Canadian. My parents moved to Canada, and my brother was born there too. So first generation Canadian.
Are there any foods or kind of cultural things from your parents' motherland that you kind of miss or don't get to have when you're away playing? Whether it be in juniors or the pros.
I'm not really the biggest fan of Russian food, but I don't know. I definitely miss home cooking still, even though it might not be typical cultural foods. I definitely miss my mom's cooking.
And we've mentioned a few guys, their path to where they're at. You went the major junior route, played in Erie, the OHL. I mean, obviously a great way to prepare for pro. What was it like heading into the OHL? What led you to that direction, and what was your experience like?
Like I said before, I was kind of a late bloomer, so I didn't really have too many options. I wasn't talking to any Division I schools or anything like that, and I got picked in the 13th round to the OHL, so I wasn't even sure if I would make the team there. But fortunately enough for me, they had a big run the year before I got there, and had some guys move on, so it gave me an opportunity to go in and play a pretty big role my first year. So that was huge for me.
And you mentioned being a late bloomer, but last season, I mean, you led your team in points and assists. It's a huge accomplishment at the OHL level to be able to do that. I mean, to put up nearly 80 points in an abridged season is pretty incredible. What is it that you think led to that massive jump in production offensively?
Just confidence, getting older, but confidence is probably the biggest thing, as well as focusing on details. Just doing the right things away from the puck, not always trying to be too flashy or too cute with the puck, just bearing down on my chances. And obviously I have to credit my teammates too, helping me put the puck in the net.
We've talked about a lot of things about hockey so far, but maybe kind of venturing away from there. What is it that you like to do away from the rink? I mean, things might be a little bit different this year with COVID and everything, you guys having to be in the bubble, but what do you like to do in your free time when you're stepped away from the rink?
I love to fish. This season I actually took on a new hobby. I was trying to learn to make music on my laptop, and it was going all right. Just mixing music, trying to make music. A few of my buddies got me into that, so it's just something nice to do to kill time.
And speaking of music, what's kind of generally your favorite type of music? Obviously, making music on your computer, is it kind of EDM music or?
Yeah, it's EDM. I like EDM music, but I also like rap a lot too. So
Awesome.
Kind of those two genres.
Yeah, and we talked to some people growing up. Hockey's obviously an important factor in life, but what is it that you would think you'd be doing now if you weren't playing hockey professionally?
I want to say I'd follow in my brother's footsteps. He just graduated med school, but after seeing him do that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm up for that task. So I don't know. I played soccer growing up too. I was pretty good, so maybe a soccer player.
What position did you play when you played soccer?
Center midfield or central attacking midfield.